Hey everyone, have I here bring another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, it is time for once again another edition of Best Teams on Global. This is the November 2021 edition. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in because we do have a lot to talk about. Now, this is going to be pre-Super Dragon Ball Heroes collaboration. Now, I don't really see those units breaking any type of meta and changing the top teams now. If it does, of course, it will be showing up in the December version of this, so just kind of keep that in mind. This is pre getting all the details. We know the units like, you know, God, Trunks, and things of that nature is going to be dropping, so we know that, but I just didn't add into this because I think there's a lot of changes already to this. So first and foremost, the term best teams is my opinion, and it's purely subjective. No official tier list or best teams ranking from Akatsuki or Bandai. Any references, research sources will be linked in the description below. And how I rank my teams, I go through a lot of different things. I do this in every video: rankings and builds. I look at leader skill, damage output, survivability, passives, SA specials, links, categories, bench flexibility. Game mode effectiveness has changed, of course, with Super Battle Road. We'll talk about that in a second. And then just general overall gameplay. When it comes to overall effectiveness, you can see all the different things when it comes to the game here. And of course, the brand new Super Battle Road stages for number 40 or 41 to 50 is now pertaining on this, and it's changed, I would say, quite a bit. So and of course, the Tech Gogeta LR units dropping on the global version game does change some things as well. A fantastic unit. So let's go ahead and take a look at last month's real quick. And this was the rankings here. There is going to be a new number one. Just give you guys a heads up on that. A new number one here. A lot of these teams are still on the list, but it's just rearranged quite a bit. And yeah, so, and there's going to be kind of one newbie dropping on the top 10 here, but it's kind of like a 10B. Well, anyway, I'll talk about that in a second. So first and foremost, let's talk about some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions is going to start with Joined Forces. Joined Forces ended up getting a really nice bump here, and this is one of the teams that can run, I would say, one of the best rotations in the game in Tech Gogeta and Tech Gogeta and Strength Vegito. So however, being a 150 category leader, it doesn't really cut the mustard as much, even though this is a great team that you can build with Joined Forces and things of that nature. You can do 8 Super Battle Roads now instead of 7. It's there, you know, it's like top 15 for sure. This team can definitely be. So, you know, you can run that amazing Gogeta Vegito combination, which you are going to see a few of these top teams being able to run those 2 units. And of course, this is an honorable mention for Representative Universe 7 team here. Now, another honorable mention that basically falls out of the top 10B, that is Movie Boss's Full Power. You know, really the reason why is, you know, due to the fact, you know, the physical Broly is just getting less usable, and it did get a little bit of boost in another Super Battle Road it can complete with I believe it's Inhuman Deeds, right? So no, it's which one did he boost it up? I'm trying to now think, I can't remember. Anyway, it did get boosted up one Super Battle Road here, but just didn't cut the mustard. And unfortunately, you know, it did get a little boost with the Garlic Jr. here, but you know, it's still a fantastic team. I would say it's like number 11, number 12. It's right there on the top 10 for honorable mention there. Now, the one that I would say a lot of people would figure it would be in the top 10, but it's not, because Time Limit is just, you know, this unit's incredible. Just the team, Connected Hope and Time Limit, even as a combination together, doesn't build enough teams or strong enough teams to complete enough Super Battle Roads, which they only could do 7 and then 3 extremes. So right out of the running here, top 15, I would say. It's hard to say because there's a bunch of other honorable mentions I just do want to say here, because any one of these could have fell into the top 10 spot. And we already talked about, you know, Movie Bosses Full Power. We talked about Joined Forces, but you got, you know, Trump Card. You have Universe 6. It's 9-2 now with the Kefla. That's just very limited though. It's 8-3 now with, you know, the Future Saga. 7-3 with the Majin Power. And of course, we talked about the Gogeta unit there with Time Limit. And all these, yes, could be a viable number 10, but the top 10 has a better resume. And of course, I will discuss it all right now here. So transitioning into the top 10 best teams on Global, the November 2021 edition. Let's start with the surprise edition. And when you look at the resume, you're going to go, okay, this makes sense. But the bench, really, it's weird that it doesn't really have a super great bench, but it can do so much. And that is Youth and Special Pose. What? That's right. The transformation Go Tanks post a big number with the new Super Battle Road stages on here. It posted a 10 Super Battle Road. A 10. Yes, you didn't misread that. It is the second highest Super Battle Road leader that you can run in the game. However, it's very limited. Now this is 10B. There is a 10A to this, so it's kind of cheating a little bit with 2 on the top 10. But I couldn't decipher the 2. So here are the Super Battle Roads. Now there's 2 Super Battle Road stages that this is really limited. You're gonna have to use like random units to go ahead and fill a team to go ahead and complete it, but with items it is doable with transformation boost and rapid growth. Very tiny options. Like, you need to have all the units in the global version of the game to actually run those 2 teams on Super Battle Roads. Everything else easily done. There are 3 stages that Gotenks can actually run on Super Battle Roads. You just cannot fill a team. That's Final Trump Card, Super Saiyan 3, and Saviors. But once again, very interesting to actually have the opportunity to do that on the basically using the leader skill here and Special Pose and Youth. So it can also do 5 Super Battle Roads, which is the highest you can do in any of it. So why is this team like number 5 or top 5 or 1? It's just because you really can't build super amazing teams with like the best units. It's good. It can do a lot of stuff. Once again, just doesn't have the top tier units that you're looking for, and it's just very limited bench. So but hey, you know what, you can actually run the Ginyu 4, so that's kind of interesting, a team that you can run because it's all Special Pose. So that is something that's kind of fun for a little diversification, but just again, not enough bench strength for me to place them anything higher than a 10. But absolutely, I have to put them in the 10 spot. Getting a 10 Super Battle Road here, and then of course you can no item run with this team here on a GT event. So anyway, there you have it. Coming in at number 10B is the Special Pose Youth category. It was a surprise to me too, but you can't deny 10.5, right? That's a big number. Now, why is this again 10B? What's 10A? Well, it's the other version of a team that can run all the best units. It just doesn't have the percentage leader skill that you're looking for, or at least I'm looking for, to score this very high. And that's Pure Saiyans. We know that this is the best bench in the game, and unlike Special Pose and Youth, it can run the best units. As you can see, you got the Gogeta Vegito combination. Like I mentioned before, it's going to be one of the best rotations in the game, along with UI Goku and Evolution Vegeta, right? You got Super Saiyan Namek Goku here as well, and you can do 9 Super Battle Roads. I'm talking about, these are big numbers here, boys and girls. So 9 Super Battle Roads here, the best bench in the game, no doubt about it, with Pure Saiyans. You can run this team here. You can run here's the other thing is 10. You can run 10 Super Battle Roads on this as well. I should have mentioned on the Youth category here, this is the second highest you can run with a 170 lead, right? With 10 Super Battle Roads. And yes, you can run 10 with a 130 lead here with attack. When I say 130, 150, 170, it's for attack. But yeah, you can run 10 here with the the Evolution Vegeta here, the OG blue one, the AGL one. And yeah, just crazy combinations here, right? Yeah, you can, I just put this down here. I can just show you, you can run EZA Broly along with this as well. Yeah, just a crazy amount of teams here. But the reason why this is number 1, or or even higher, right? Because you can, here's like a GT version you can run here, combination. You can run a full Broly team, just amazing here. Here's your GT no item run, but the reason why it is not higher, it's a 150. You can easily argue that this should be like the number 4 spot, but once again at 150, just not quite there yet. So I just put him at number 10. This is, like I said, the polar opposite of, you know, amazing bench but only at 150 versus a 170 but no bench, right? So that's why they're both 10A and 10B, and I just couldn't decide between the two. I couldn't drop Pure Saiyans out of the top 10, and I could not put this team in the top 10 either. So I just said, you know, let's split the difference, and those are the two there. So there you have it, number 10A, 10B, Pure Saiyans, and special pose and youth category. So let's go ahead and move on to the rest here. Coming in at number 9 is probably a surprise to a lot of individuals, but not really when I explain it to you guys. It's Battle of the Wits Majin Buu Saga. It's LR Strength Vegito, and you might go, wait a minute, well, LR Strength Vegito, you just said it's like one of the best units in the game. It is one of the best units in the game when comboed with the Tech Gogeta. But guess what? You can't run Tech Gogeta on this team here. Actually, you can't run any of the new units on this team here. You can't run Tech Gogeta. You can't run Namek Goku or Frieza or the 6th-year anniversary units. You can't run any of them, right? So Battle of Wits and Majin Buu Saga is very limited to the top tier. Very similar, I can't believe it, I'm saying this is very similar to the special pose and youth category, where you're kind of out of luck with the brand new top tier. However, I know it can only run 7 Super Battle Roads. It can run 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads, but it can pretty much no item run all of them. It's these teams are just well built. Just again, it's just not being able to run the super top tier units. So so you can run something like this. This is a great team to run. Of course, you can run the full Vegito team, one of my favorites to run here. And you can run like even almost a full Majin Power Majin Buu team here, and you can run multiple things with no item run GT events here. So once again, very strong team, one of the best that's out there. However, the limitations for you not being able to run the brand new units, it slid all the way from number 1. I think it took the number 1 spot back in the day. Yeah, you know, it was about a year ago, but it was a number 1 spot, but it just hasn't been able to be buffed up. And the relevancy is kind of fading away right now, but very good team. So coming at number 9, surprisingly, Super Vegito, Majin Buu Saga, and Battle of the Wits. Let's go ahead and move on to number 8. So number 8 here is Sworn Enemies and Planet Namek Saga. So we're gonna do away with Planet Namek Saga. I'll still talk about it, but it's just not kind of connected here. It's really, we're focusing on Sworn Enemies and just Frieza. Frieza himself is a powerhouse, one of the top tier units, top 5 for sure, even top 3, definitely in the discussion for that. And standalone, this team is one of the best. You can argue it's the number 1 team, but you know how I look at everything else here, it can do 8 Super Battle Roads, 2 Extreme Super Battle Roads here, but rip through everything, because the passive skill for the Frieza here, for the AGL Frieza, it's so strong against like Goku, and you're looking at like the Goku event and the both legendary Goku events, just rips through all of it. And he's also very good at the realm of the Battle of the Gods as well. So this team did get added a little extra support with the World Tournament Cell there. That's a little bump there in the support if you don't have or did not get third form Frieza. So and then you can run the Planet Namek Saga team. Definitely not as good. You just want to run kind of something like this here and just rip through everything. This can also run a Ginyu Force team. It's just more novelty than anything else. And of course, if you want to run a know how to run GT event, really easy. So you kind of actually you play it too fast sometimes. So very incredible strong team. Coming number 8 is Sworn Enemies with the LR full power Frieza. So number 7 kind of uses the Frieza here, because Frieza is on this team here, but it does have a huge bench strength, which Sworn Enemies does not have a very good bench strength. That's why it is at number 8. So number 7 is Space Traveling Warriors and Time Travelers, which that Time Travelers adds a whole new dynamic to this, because you can run a totally different team, even only at 150, but you can run some support like Garlic Jr. here. And this team right here, look at this. Look at the, how many is this? 6 support units. Crazy support here. Very fun to run if you're running an extreme team type, unit, extreme team type of teams that you want to run. Of course, if you don't have Frieza here, don't worry, you're good to go. The bench on this is just incredible. Very good, especially in the extreme version of this. You can even run super units on this here. You can run this version, or you can run the Beerus version with Jiren. Just super good, and then one of the best mono teams you can run too. So there you have it for Space Traveling Warriors and Time Travelers, and of course the GT event. This is how you run the no item run here. Well, this is how I run the no item run. You can do it multitude of different ways, but this is what I ended up doing. But because of the bench strength, and you can do one extra Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, better than Sworn Enemies, I made this team the number 7 spot when it comes to the best teams on global. All right, so in a sense, this is the best extreme team that you can run, in my opinion, is Space Traveling Warriors. So the rest are going to be super teams. Unfortunately, super is a little bit biased when it comes to this game here. So the heroes definitely take the spots here. So coming in at number 6, dropping out of the top 5 for once here, because I always have this team here very, once again, to my liking, but hey, there's reasons for that. But coming in at number 6 and dropping out of the top 5 is Siblings Bond and Goku's Family. Go Bros is no longer on top of the hill there in top 5, but it did get some upgrades here. Even though it didn't get any upgrades for Super Battle Roads, the upgrades they ended up getting was actually support units in the World Tournament, Great Saiyan Man and the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan EZA. Super strong units that you can run for support. But you can see here, I love the leader skill. The combinations with Siblings Bond and Goku's Family is just incredible. Amazing bench strength. You can run this team here. You can run one of my favorite Beerus, Whis, and Vados combo. GT, Siblings Bond. You also have, this EZA here too, right? So the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, that's also, of course, on Goku's Family. How many support units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different support units that you can run on this. Just once again, super incredibly fun. And once again, and I combine this with the Goku's Family, because unfortunately you could get only 2 4 Super Battle Roads with LR Goku here. I'm surprising there's not another Goku's Family leader yet with a full 170, because I think it would be too strong here, because this already is incredibly strong. If you want to run a no item run here on GT Goku event, it's a little bit harder, just because, hey, you know what, the Go Bros, I hate to say it, but it's not aging very well, and they can get wrecked pretty easily on the final stages on certain especially the legendary Goku events here. But hey, coming in at number 6, still in the top 10. I could have easily moved this all the way down to, I was thinking number 8 or number 6, right? Or yeah, so it's either gonna take Sworn Enemies and Space Traveling Warriors was gonna boost up and drop this down here. I just kept that at number 6 here. I think, with 8 Super Battle Roads and 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads, it does hold the stage there. So anyway, now let's talk about the top 5. The top 5, in my opinion, best teams on global at this point in time. Starting at number 5, didn't change a spot, but it's a good thing they didn't change the spot. It's actually good for them, because they should have dropped like 4 spots if it didn't get upgrades, and that's Hybrid Saiyan. So coming at number 5 and staying at number 5, Tech Ultimate Gohan is the most valuable TUR in the game. Just no doubt about it. Having this unit just makes your life easier in a multitude of different events and different types of game mode effectiveness. But now I don't have to rely on the crummy int future Gohan to satisfy the Super Battle Road rankings and how I do these best teams here, because now with the new Super Battle Roads, Gohan actually can do 8 Super Battle Roads and 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads and easily do a lot of these no item runs. So anytime you can run 2 Gohans on a Super Battle Road, no problem. You just have to fill it all up and you're good to go here. You have a triple support team here, which is really fun to run. You can run just a full Hybrid Saiyans team. This is really interesting to run as well. Or a Kamehameha team, right? So if you run a Kamehameha team, it's going to be something like this, and with some other units you can run down below with Savers and Hybrid Saiyans primarily. Now, like I mentioned before, I don't have to look at Master Bond, the Disciple, and Hybrid Saiyans to have 7 Super Battle Roads to validate it. This is actually now lower. I don't even need to show this anymore, but I just want to say that, hey, you know what, Bond, Master Disciple, and Hybrid Saiyans did come together for a period of time, right? So, and if you want to run a GT no item run, one of the easiest ones you can run is this team here. So easy. So everybody stacks on this team here, and there you have it. Come in number 5, I'd say no doubt about it, one of the best leaders and then the best units in the game. That Tech Ultimate Gohan is just incredible for long events and for short events, man. So there you have it. Staying on number 5, but hey, you know what, staying number 5 on this list right now is really strong. So dropping to number 4, this might be a surprise to a lot of individuals, but you know, it really didn't get much of a boost. And I forgot to mention, the Hybrid Saiyans team did get boosted, just like GoBros did with the EZA to that physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and then the World Tournament Gohan as well. So, or the Great Saiyan Man. So anyway, so coming in number 4 is a top team for a while. Number 2 last month, I believe, and it's dropped down to number 4, and that's Realm of Gods. Yes, Realm of Gods really did not get much upgrades. You're not really able to do really any new Super Battle Road stages except for one that Beerus can do, but everyone else, when it comes to this still can do 8 Super Battle Roads, 4 Extreme Super Battle Roads here with the UI Goku here. Amazing teams you can run, of course, being Realm of Gods. And yes, you can still run the Zamasu leader, not as strong as you would want it to be, but it is an option here. But Beerus is the one that did get one little Super Battle Road upgrade in Exploding Rage, and it's pretty easy to complete here. But in a sense, that doesn't boost it didn't boost like this Realm of Gods. That's in my opinion, the top leader here for Realm of Gods into 9 Super Battle Roads, and that would have maybe kept it at the number 2 spot. But I think with just Beerus getting that Exploding Rage, it's beneficial. But I think dropping in number 4 is fair for what I generally look at. So of course, you can run this Jiren team here. You can run. This is actually interesting. You can run, both Namek Goku and Frieza here, because they're both on Exploding Rage, and I did put Rose on here. You can put a lot of other units on here. Rose just to buff up Frieza, because you need a unit to buff up Frieza. Make sure that he gets his max SA there. So, and of course, one of my favorite teams again to run is Beerus, Vados, and Whis combination. There you go. And if you want to run a full mono team, it's one of the best ones out there. It's only at 160, but hey, you know what? That 20% is not as much as that 150 at 40%. So, but still incredibly strong. And then for Realm of Gods, you can also run a amazing strength team with a 130 leader in Realm of Gods, but full strength here with the Strength UI Goku, the LR. And of course, if you want to run a GT no item run, very easy to do here as well. So there you have it. Number 4 dropping down here. Unfortunately, I think it's a fair spot to have. Not getting really any upgrades in Super Battle Road or any units there. Like Gogeta is not on this team here. So The biggest jump, I would say, right, I think this is the biggest jump, is coming in at number 3. So coming in number 3 is Super Saiyans. Well, Legendary Existence and Super Saiyans, but primarily Super Saiyans, because, again, you can now run the amazing Tech Gogeta and Vegito, and this is running at 170%. Which is very, very strong here. And you can run MUI Goku on one team. And then, of course, you have 2 Namek Gokus, to say the least, as floaters. Are you kidding me? The Namek Gokus floaters. Yes, you can do this here. Pretty incredible. And, you know, on top of that, you can run one of the best support units in the game in High School Gohan. Now, if you did want to run the Namek Gokus on the main rotations, there you go. You just put Strength Vegito and Tech Gogeta as a floater. That's how amazing this team is. Yes, it can't do, you know, as many Extreme Super Battle Roads because it only can do 2, but diversity of this team, the team builds, and the top units that you can run on this team, that's the reason why I did move them up into the number 3 spot. So, and again, if you kind of want to do a combination here, you can do something like this as well. So very, very powerful here. And yeah, you can still run the old Namek, you know, Namek Goku here if you don't have the new Goku, but you know, end up, you know, maybe running a GT combination, which is amazing as well, or even a full Namek Saga team, right? You can still run full power Frieza and Namek Goku on the same team here as well. So there you have it. And then the GT event, here you go. Coming in at number 3, jumping up some spots here to the number 3 spot is Super Saiyans with the LR Int Namek Goku. Very, very strong, of course. So now, coming in at number 2, this is a surprise. Like I said, I told you, number 1 has changed. And coming in at number 2 will then have to be representatives of Universe 7 and Universal Survival Saga. Now, I'm showing the Strength Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken just because to let you know this, they can do 10 Super Battle Roads using the Strength Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Now, of course, very few people are now using this unit as a leader now, and most people are using Evolution Vegeta or MUI Goku. So I'll just kind of skip this really quick here, but this is a team that you can run with that combination of Universal Survival Saga. Now, a little bit more limited bench right here, but you're using Powerful Comeback and a representative of Universe 7, you can do 9 Super Battle Roads with Evolution Vegeta. So Evolution Vegeta, in my opinion, is more valuable than MUI Goku due to the fact that the unit of itself, I think, does incredibly well all around, especially on the GT event, whereas MUI Goku can still do fine on the GT event. It's just, he can't dodge, right? So on the last stage. Anyway, with 9 Super Battle Roads, that gives him an added advantage as well with more categories, but you can definitely run something like this. You can run this team here, which is more of the Jiren portion of things. Here you have it with the Namek Goku, right? So you can run something like this. And here's MUI, right? So MUI, once again, you only have 7 Super Battle Roads you can run with MUI Goku. So a little bit more limited on there, but I did group this all together as representatives of Universe 7. So, and of course, you can run a full representative of Universe 7 with MUI Goku. I think it's better if you run it this way anyway. And then, of course, the 177% leader, that's still the highest leader skill in the game in representative of Universe 7. You can now do 6 Super Battle Roads now versus 5. It did a little upgrade there because All Out Struggle. And yeah, so then you have the amazing tech team that you can run with LR Goku and Frieza. So there you have it. Coming in at number 2, and I did redo this here. So it added All Out Struggle for LR Friku. You added All Out Struggle, actually All Out Struggle for all of them. That's what increased all of it except for MUI Goku. So anyway, there you have it there. And come in at number 1. So this was number 2 here. So number 2 here. Number 1. What's left? Right? What's left? Well, there's only one left, and that is Kamehameha. Finally taking up the number 1 spot. Well, There's a reason for it. You're not seeing things. Super Battle Road stages completed for LR AGO Gohan 11. There's a couple that it's going to be limited. One is really limited, but it can still do it. So yes, it can only get through 3 Extreme Super Battle Roads, but this is one of those teams where Kamehameha, it's like pure Saiyans, like everybody's on it, like every major unit's on it. And of course, this is the famous slide with all the Dokkan Festival exclusive units that you can run, except for the Vegetas. And now it's looking a lot better when you're running it, and does have the combination of Gogeta and Vegeto. So here are the SBR units that new SBR categories you can run. So you can run Int, Super, which is category, type advantage and class. So every team has that. Then you have Hybrid Saiyans, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Goku's Family, Youth, Super Saiyans, Exploding Rage, All Out Struggle, and Rapid Growth. Exploding Rage, All Out Struggle, a little limited, still doable, but Rapid Growth is really limited, but again, doable. And there's your 11 that you can do. Really, really impressive here. So the team you're probably going to be running mostly here with being #1 spot is something like this. It did also get that EZA upgrade for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, or the World Tournament one. So you got a little bit more support units, which was a big problem for Kamehameha for a while. But there you have it here. Look at this team. It's like almost perfect, right? Gohan's aged for sure. More of a defensive unit here, but as floaters, no problem. That's not going to be an issue, right? When you're running pretty much the best units in the game, right? So very, very impressive. So then you have a team like this, if you want like a GT combination there. But also you do have a secondary leader, and a lot of people are saying this could be a primary leader here, and that's the Gifted Warriors Kamehameha with the boys. So the boys, you can run this team here, or this one here. But I want to show you an instance. Now, this only can do 6 Super Battle Road. That's why it's not up here in the 11th spot here, right? So, but look at this team. This is one of the reasons why you're like, okay, Kamehameha is #1, because it can run everybody. Okay, it could run, technically, if I had an extra spot here, right, it can run the top 6 units in the game. Subjectively, right? I would say these are like the top 6 units in the game, especially the LRs, right? So it can run MUI Goku. It can run Evolution Vegeta, because he's a Gifted Warrior. It can run Frieza, Gifted Warrior. And then Kamehameha, you're running Namek Goku, Gogeta, Vegeto. Yeah, crazy. Now, the boys, in of itself, not like an amazing leader, or amazing, it's an amazing leader, but not amazing unit in of itself, right? It needs some other units to help them out. But still, yeah, yikes. Amazing grouping here. So, but usually you're going to probably run something like this more so than this one here. And if you want to run a no item run GT event, there you go. Lots of different options. And with Gohan, it's super easy as a stacking unit. So anyway, there you have it, boys and girls. #1 spot being replaced and taken over with Kamehameha as the #1 spot here. Agree, disagree, here is the summary right here. Number 10A, 10B, got Pure Saiyans and a Special Pose Youth. Then you have the LR Super Vegeto in the #9 spot. Then you got LR Full Power Frieza in the 8th spot there with Sworn Enemies. Then you got Space Traveling Warriors with Bojack. Number 6, dropping out of the top 5, is Go Bros. Then you got Hybrid Saiyans at number 5. Romo Gods number 4. Super Saiyans number 3. U7 with a bunch of other stuff. Powerful Comeback, Miraculous, and all that stuff. But U7 is what I'm focusing on. Is number 2. And then Kamehameha reclaiming the #1 spot. It's been a while, but can't deny 11 Super Battle Roads and an amazing bench. So with that, tell me what you guys all think in the comment section below. And if you are new to my channel, if I can scroll all the way back up to my slides here, if I can find it, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. And thank you all for watching for November's edition of best teams. Again, this is prior to Super Dragon Ball Heroes, so we'll see what happens in December. So again, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.